What up? This is Robert Ory.
Ory, three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
All right, let's call it shoot around 74. On 74 of these little bonus shows at the end of the week. It's Big Shot Bob podcast. That's seven-time NBA champion Robert Ory having fun at the kids' table. My name's Rob Jenners. Man, we got a lot to do. By the way, thank you to everybody who joined us for the Tuesday show. And if you haven't had a chance to go digest that, it's out there in the world for you. It's presented by our very good friends at Uncommon Goods. So uncommongoods.com. /Big Shot Bob gets you 15% off at that website. If you're looking for a very cool last-minute holiday gift, go check out our friends at Uncommon Goods. You know, we didn't get to it Tuesday. We talked about getting to it, and we never got to it. The MLB Golden at Bat rule that's being floated. Have you seen this?
No, I have not,
Okay.
but I read upon it.
Okay. So Rob Manfred, who, for the love of God, cannot leave well enough alone, has been at the winter meetings floating the idea of the Golden at Bat. What is you said you've read on it. Do you know what it is? Do you have any understanding of what the Golden at Bat is?
If your batter sucks at a crucial moment, I'm a subbing for a better batter. That's my breakdown.
Pretty much. Yes, pretty much. And if you're at a crucial moment in a game, one time in a game, you can take any player from your lineup and bring them to the plate regardless of where you are in the lineup. So, like, if you're the ninth inning and you got the bases loaded and you're the Dodgers and you want Freddie Freeman, you go, okay, Freddie's going to bat. He's my Golden at Bat. I'm moving him up in the lineup so he can bat here.
No.
Now, I don't know if this counts if Freddie Freeman's on second base, I think you're shit out of luck. I don't think he can come off second base and go hit. But
They just swap out.
yeah,
Go hit again.
you go stand there. I'm going to hit again. Okay. I don't think it works that way, but I don't like this.
I don't either.
I don't like this. This to me feels like the NBA it's a gimmick. Why are we making gimmicks?
And his thing is, you do that already when you sub him already. You sub the guy. If you don't want him hit, you sub him anyway. He can't go back onto the field. That's what you do.
Yeah, you pinch hit his ass.
Yeah,
That's what baseball's known for.
Yeah, don't mess this up, man.
Like,
you got.
There were okay. Now I will say a couple of things here. Hold on. For as long as I can remember, thought that if you're gonna have the designated hitter, you have it in both leagues or you don't have it at all. The fact that we've had it in the American League for 25, 30 years or some shit before the National League took it on was always the dumbest thing in the world to me about baseball. Just make it even. Either and nobody has it or everybody has it. Mm-hmm. I really didn't like the pitch clock idea. I really didn't. I didn't when it first was proposed and they said they were going to start putting time clock. I was like, what is this going to do? And that has done tremendous to speed up the game of baseball.
I love that.
And I enjoy the hell out of it now. So I was down on it before it was proposed. Something they still do that I hate. We're going to put a runner on second base in extra innings. They still do that. If you go to the 10th inning and you're tied 2-2, you start the 10th inning with a runner on second base. I didn't like that then, and I still don't like it now. And I know the goal is to get the game over faster, but I'm like, just finish the game. Just play it out.
Yeah, I was kind of on the fence about that one.
I don't like it.
But then when they say it's only going to be during the regular season, I was fine with it because it's not in the playoffs.
You can't do it in the postseason,
Yeah, and so it's not in the postseason, so I'm fine with regular season. Get the shit over with, man. Let's go. Get the shit over with.
Tuesday night. Just wrap it up. What are we doing?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I think if you think about it, you think how many times I don't know the percentages are, but baseball players might play 3 games in 3 nights, and so think about if you have that one night where you go like 18 innings, and it goes into like 1 o'clock in the morning. You got to be back at the field. And so that's the reason I kind of like it because you get the game over because you have the other team has the same advantage. It's not like a disadvantage thing.
It just reminds me of when I was a kid and we used to put ghost runners on like second and third base because we didn't have enough kids to fill up the bases. Like, all right, so there's like 3 of us, but there's a ghost runner on second. You had to keep track of the damn fake runner. And I was like, that's what it reminded me of. As soon as I saw him on second, I'm like, ghost runner on second. I was like, oh, ghost runner.
Look
Look at him go. Space Ghost, coast to coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden bat, do not do it.
Don't do it, man. Like now that's just it. Like the pitch timer was a change to the fundamental pace of the game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I get what it was trying to do, and it worked. This is like an all-star game gimmick to me.
Yeah.
Like this is some shit you do in an all-star game. This is not like a regular season we always do it gimmick. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. Now I get it. He's trying to do something sensational. He's trying to give people something in Major League Baseball to talk about. I think you've done some stuff that's worked. Ride with the stuff that's worked.
Yeah.
And like, not everything has to be, there's got to have a moment. It's got to be all over social media. Otherwise, I got news for you, man. When a dude hits a 2-run home run, that shit's all over social media in 8 seconds. You don't need to sensationalize it. Yeah. So, I hope they don't do it. Question from Kyle. I can't wait to ask you this question. I saw a post about the docuseries on Amazon Prime where each episode takes a look at the greatest Game 7s of all time. It's actually out now, the series. The 2006 Mavericks Spurs Western Conference Semifinals made the list as one of the best Game 7s of all time. Rob, were you interviewed for this show? Did you know anything about it? Why is that one of the greatest 7s of all time? You've played in it.
I wasn't interviewed, and I guarantee you the Spurs didn't want me to be interviewed about this one because that's the game that I always talk about that cost me a ring because we went into overtime. We shouldn't have went into overtime. Dirk Nowitzki gets fouled. Manu fouled. He said, first thing Pop tell it, do not foul. Manu fouls Dirk and one, goes to the free throw line, makes a free throw. We go into overtime, we lose. So that's probably why they're saying it's the greatest game, one of the great Game 7 because we win in overtime. But I call bullshit on it. Yeah, so Mavs beat us at home. They go on and win it. I'm about to say national championship, NBA championship.
So that's why they're hanging that as one of the great Game 7s because it went to OT?
Yeah.
On that last play.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Dirk's ring, wasn't it?
Yeah, but here's the funny part. Now people are going to see this and be like, oh, Rob, I see what the fuck he was talking about now. So Rob was right all along.
I have not. Now here's the thing.
So people not going to crucify me for saying that I'm a Spur hater because I tell the fucking truth.
I want to watch it. Now I really want to watch it because now I want to watch it. And I don't care. Some of them were like in the hockeys and like if your hockey's your thing, good for you. It's not my thing. I'm sure some of those Game 7s are awesome.
Yeah. Game 7 against, I think I had one Game 7 in the final. That was against the Knicks my second year in the league, and that was a good game because I started that game off with a dunk. That's what they should have put in there.
Because then I can look good.
No, I'm just telling you, it was a good game with Patrick and Dream going at each other. That had nothing to do with me.
How many Game 7s have you played in? And you played in a lot of postseason. In the finals or just general postseason games?
Shit,
probably
a lot.
Man, more than 10, you think?
More. I'm gonna count it up and tell you next show.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm curious. If it's more than 10.
I played in a bunch of Game 5s because my first year in the league.
Well, sure, yeah.
5 games.
It's only 5-game series.
So we count that one.
Yeah,
I do have a separate list for that one.
Yeah, do a separate list for Game 5s. All right, interesting. Now I'm excited to watch it because I'm excited to see how that all shook out. I didn't watch that series that much. Sorry. We didn't know each other yet. I had no love for you.
No worries. It was all good.
I ain't got no love for you. Now, if you're not like Robert Horry and you are buying gifts for your parents this year and you want to do something cool, something unique, something uncommon, you still have time. Don't panic. We've got the hookup with our incredible friends who make unbelievable original gifts that you haven't found on the internet, and that's at Uncommon Goods.
Due to the fact that we were sponsored by Uncommon Goods, I'm going to Uncommon Goods to get my mom a present.
100% you should. They've got so much cool stuff, man.
I'm going to spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. Somehow, they know exactly the perfect gift for every single person you know, even my mother. So skip the gifts that scream last minute and find something truly original at Uncommon Goods.
Your mom will get like a pack of gum and a king-size Hershey bar that you got at the checkout at the gas station. That's last minute. Don't do that. I did tell you about I found a very cool inkless printer for my daughter so she can print out like pictures and stickers from her phone now. She loves it. They have books. They have cool retro advent calendars. They've got snowflake ornaments with your name in them so they can do really cool, unique, original stuff that is personalized. Some of the most amazing and original gifts you'll find anywhere. So if you really want to do something different, Uncommon Goods is definitely a place to go. And when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses.
You know what is really cool? With every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to this date. And heads up that many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season.
You still got time. We'll give you 15% off your next gift if you go to uncommongoods.com/BigShotBob. That's uncommongoods.com/BigShotBob for 15% off. Rob is 100% doing this. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all
doing it for my mama.
We're all a little out of the ordinary, and your mama deserves it. She deserves something. She deserves a fun gift for Christmas. Don't be the Grinch. It's not often that I'm going to start a conversation with, let's talk about Steve Spagnuolo's wife. But I'm going to talk about Steve Spagnuolo's wife. The Chiefs' defensive coordinator has a little incentives for his player. And I'm curious if, Rob, you've ever had anything like this on a team. Amazon's Kaylee Hartung, whatever her name is, reports that the Chiefs players hit a little harder every week because the player with the defensive team that gets the best hit of the week gets a homemade Italian meal from Steve Spagnuolo's wife, Maria. Here's the report from the Amazon game.
Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo's wife, Maria. Her homemade banana pudding is delivered every week to the facility, and she cooks up an entire Italian meal for the player with the best hit in each win. After last Sunday, that was Justin Reed. And get this, even Antonio Pierce, who played for Spagnuolo with the Giants, told us he is looking forward to a brown bag with that pudding inside after this game.
That would motivate me.
Okay. Al Michaels would be motivated by a brown bag full of pudding. All right. Have you ever had a coach or a teammate or anybody that was just like, here's a little added incentive? Like, did you ever have any kind of incentive stuff like that?
No.
That's
not
a new
from
one.
Somebody's spouse. I think the only incentive we had was, if we was with the Rockets, we had this thing called a V-back. Like if you getting beat baseline, Dream comes over to block the shot, you V-back to his man. And if you V-backing out a steal, that was $50. Just a little fun thing.
Okay, but that's an incentive, yeah.
Yeah, it's an incentive. And it was mostly me getting beat.
Oh no.
So I was getting the money because I would like, okay, because I would play up because I knew I was so used to getting, forcing the guy because I was so long and I was a good shot blocker that I would block the shot.
Uh-huh.
But now playing with Dream, I had to adjust because I know he was coming. Then I would be back to his guy and get the steal. So that's the only kind of incentives we ever had. We did have a late jar. So anytime you were late, you had to put the money in a jar, even though it wasn't in the jar.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, we had a big team party. But those are only kind of, we never really did any incentives.
There was
stuff.
nothing like that? Okay.
Mm-mm.
You never got
that's some new age shit.
That is new age shit, I guess. Yeah, but look, hey, it's a new age of sports, right? You got to find different ways to motivate guys. When I was growing up, a brown bag full of pudding meant something totally different, something completely different.
Isn't that when you light it on fire and throw it on someone's porch?
Sure, let's go with that. Let's go with that instead of the disgustingness that is in my brain. Let's go with that. I'm good with that.
Hey, what school is it where the wife is always hugging the players?
Wasn't that God,
is that Arkansas or someone like that?
Was it Bielema's wife, Brett Bielema's wife?
I don't know, man, but that's just
it was one of the coaches'
weird,
players' wives that would like hug up on all the guys.
Yeah, that's just she was
I can't
always in
remember
the
what it was.
TikToks and
Damn
I'm like,
shit, I
that's
can't
just a
remember what it
little
was.
Weird, man.
We'll have to look that. Some people are screaming at us through their phones right now. They're like, "Yo, it's Darren Mullen's wife." I'm like, I don't know what it was. Somebody's. I do have a question from Bobby, since we are talking about food. Bobby in Fayetteville, North Carolina, very longtime friend of our show. We appreciate him. Rob, did you ever have a team post-game Christmas meal after a Christmas game? Because obviously, notoriously, the NBA is big on Christmas. So if you had to play on Christmas, did you guys do like a big post-game meal and stuff, or did everybody just be like, bang, I'm out?
Only when you were on the road. Only on the road. At home, everybody's going back to their family. Because you think about it,
sure,
Christmas is a time for kids.
Well, yeah,
and so
you want to spend
everybody
it with your
leaves to go spend time with their kids. So
but you're on the road. Did you all get together and stuff?
Yeah, on the road we did. We did as a team. We did.
Okay.
We had ballroom dinner and all that kind of stuff. But it's like only on the road.
Okay.
Not at yeah.
Who's the best cook you know? Like, does anybody in your family like cook like?
My outside of my mom who gets no
mom's
Christmas
good.
gift.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very proud of myself. I cooked the turkey.
Look at you.
Yes, I cooked the turkey for the first time. And
you hired a guy. You hired the guy that cooked the turkey for the first.
No,
you cooked it. Oh, okay.
I cooked it too. I made a little brine. I sat it in there for 24 hours.
Oh
and then
shit! You went all in then.
Yeah,
Good on you.
What's it called when you take the backbone out? Spatula. Something like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I spatulated. I pushed. I didn't do it like a regular turkey. This was like, how you have this was my. Everybody would say, okay, you like to cook. So you make a turkey and then you taste it. Then next year you can do the turkey. I didn't do it I did it for Thanksgiving, but I left it at the house. It was our test turkey for see if it was going to be good.
Okay.
And it actually came out pretty good.
Okay.
So I made.
So you graduated up.
I graduated, so I made turkey salad with it yesterday. And my wife came home. She was like, "This shit is good. I'm impressed." She said, "But then she said, you should have put some relish in it." I'm like,
no, it's never enough.
Relish in it.
It's never enough. No, look, it's never enough. I love my wife. It's never enough.
I said, that's why you can add your own to your. I didn't want relish in mine. I made it for her because I put celery in it, and I hate celery. But I made sure I did the food process and grind it down really good so you don't have those big chunks of it. So I was very proud of myself.
Do you like to cook, or is it just like.
I love to cook.
Do you? Okay, good. That's awesome. So do I.
Yeah.
So I'm the cook in our house. Like I cook everything. But I also was raised by an Italian stepfather and an Irish father who both did all of the cooking. Like I grew up around two men that that's all they did all the cooking. So I was like, yeah, I learned to cook. I like to cook. What's the best thing you make?
Oh.
Like if you had to cook something to impress, I don't know, anybody. What do you cook?
My wife likes I do like a chicken piccata. She likes that.
Chicken piccata is good.
My kids like my lasagna. I stole that recipe from my dad.
Oh my goodness, you are, dude. Every now and then, you and I have moments where we're like, "How are we not the same person?" Like we both have the same favorite baseball player of all time, Gary Carter. Like we've talked about the weird.
Yeah.
The one thing that I stole from my stepfather that everybody in my family loves is the lasagna.
Yeah,
is the lasagna. The lasagna recipe is like handed down from like generations, and I'm like.
You probably make your own sauce, though. I'm too lazy for that.
No, I don't make my own sauce. No.
You don't?
You can. My stepfather will say that it's a million times better if you do, but it's time consuming enough as it is.
Yeah.
So no, I'll use like a Classico or something. Yeah.
Do you use? Oh, you use I love Classico.
I like Classico. I like that. As if you have to do an out of the can sauce, out of the jar sauce, that's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, I started using what's the one famous Italian restaurant everybody. Yeah. Not Rayo's. It's another one. They always talk about you can't get in it. It's so exclusive, but they have a sauce now.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I got it in it. I like that sauce too.
Rayo's is good too.
Yeah.
Rayo's.
But here's the question. My wife is different from me because if she makes a pasta, she doesn't use bay leaves. I use bay leaves. And so she's like, well, why are you using bay leaves? Is it because that's just what my dad used? So I throw them in there.
They have a good little seasoning to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what? Speaking of that, you know what my favorite seasoning when I make pasta now is what's the ones that taste like sausage? What's it called? Is it fennel? Is it fennel?
It could be fennel. Yeah.
I think fennel because it tastes like Italian. I use a lot of that.
I don't really cook with a lot of fennel, so I don't know.
Yeah, because she doesn't let me have sausage anymore.
Oh no, see, no, that's a deal breaker for me. Sorry, that's a deal breaker for me. No, I would put sausage on hey now on pizza. Like when I make a pot of meatballs, I cut up some Italian sausage. There's some Italian sausage in there. Let them cook in the gravy. Oh, dude,
I cook now before she comes, and I do it. And I'll put it in a trash can, and she doesn't see it. So
I know, but the visual. Go to YouTube and rewatch that last 10 seconds because it's just a visual of you doing
I couldn't think. I was like,
it's a visual of your fist just going up and down while you talk, and it's like, so this is what you do when your wife's not home. Okay, all right, cool. I guess that's what we all do when our wives aren't home. So I get it.
This is gonna be our midnight shoot around.
For real, man. This way ain't going up. This way ain't going up. All right, we do have a question from Danny. We'll wrap it up here. We got a couple more quick ones here. I saw White Chocolate say this week that he thinks the NBA Christmas is better than NFL on Thanksgiving. I know you're probably not objective since you played in the league, but which do you guys prefer? That's from Danny. NBA on Christmas or NFL on Thanksgiving?
I used to love NFL on Thanksgiving. And it's like they do the traditional games now. Like that I'm about to say the Knicks, that New York game.
Ugh.
Come on, man.
The Cowboys Giants.
Yeah, it was like, even though the Cowboys played good, it's just like these two teams.
I got news for you. Anybody playing the Giants can play good. The Giants are hot garbage, man.
It's like sometimes in the NBA teams get bumped. Oh, the two superstars are hurt. We're gonna bump you guys and use someone else. Yeah. It's almost like they should. NFL says, okay, we're gonna bump these two teams and put somebody else on because it was just.
You'd hope, but they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, like you think about Chicago-Detroit game was a good game, and the Miami-Green Bay was a game, but it's just like
Miami-Green Bay
primetime game was these two teams just.
So, as a fan, I like the NFL on Thanksgiving better.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And I love the NBA on Christmas. Don't get me wrong, but I don't spend a lot of my Christmas day watching NBA. We're so wrapped up in cooking and family and gifts and toys and unwrapping shit, and the boys are over, and it's like nobody's really big NBA fans except me, so I don't have a lot of NBA on. But NFL on Thanksgiving, when you're done eating, you sit down and you watch football. It's like tradition,
Yeah, and for me, I remember when married with young kids. When Christmas time, you always bought something for them to go outside and play with. Like outside on a 4-wheeler, we outside.
Or something you had to build.
We playing with them. We playing new video games. We're always doing so you never really watch sports unless it's the 7:00 game, and you finally like shit. The kids are asleep. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And you in a lazy boy, and you like shit. Let me watch Little Hoops.
Yeah, that's but that's the end of the night. It's the end.
But those first couple of games, maybe it's on because you're cooking.
Yeah, but that's usually it's on as background noise or something.
It's always the first game and the last game you'll watch. And so, I know I was always on the Lakers, so we were always that last game.
You were always the late game, especially if you're playing out west. And I feel like you're right, though. The NFL's like, tough. You're going to watch the Cowboys. Deal with it. And it's like, can we flex this to another? Can we pick something else up? They're like, thank God the Lions are good because they would force feed you the Detroit Lions every Thanksgiving. Like, I know, you haven't eaten enough crap today. Here's some Lions football. Stuff that in your pie hole, fatty. And you're like, it's like that was the last thing you wanted. But thank God the Lions are good. They're actually fun to watch. Mm-hmm. And Jahmyr Gibbs, holy shit, he's a great. Damn, he's fun to watch.
Yeah,
damn, I'm happy for him.
The offense, though, the shit, he ran. What was that? A defensive lineman? He got ready to throw the ball with. Oh, yeah. It's just like the shit he does, man. It makes it fun. I
love it, and he's my favorite coach in the NFL right now, Dan Campbell. Yeah. My favorite coach, and I especially love his Applebee's commercials because they're hysterical. He does a good job. They're very funny. Where he comes up with the menu over his face, and he's like, "What can I get you guys?" And they start to order, and he's like, "Cover your face. They'll steal your food." So, very good. All right, last one. Cut one of these four guys. This showed up on social media this week, and I wanted to see who you would cut of this group and why, because it's a very hard decision.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, or Jaylen Brown. If you had to cut one of those four, Booker, Spida, Ant-Man, or Jaylen Brown, who do you cut?
It's a hard, but
That's really not easy.
I'm keeping Devin Booker straight off the bat because I just love him.
Okay.
You know? I think, and just because he played for the Celtics, I had to cut Jaylen Brown.
Cut Jaylen Brown.
For
no other reason than he wears green.
Guess no other reason he wears green.
Okay.
I think he's
That's fair.
out of that group. If out of that group, I'm going to a debate. He's my first choice because he's a smart ass player. But it's hard, man, because
That's a really, really hard group.
Yeah, they all, like, if you think about it,
they all do different stuff exceptionally well.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, and Jaylen Brown to me are so similar. Devin Booker is out of all that, he's an elite shooter.
He's a way better facilitator.
He's a lock for me.
Yes, I agree.
Devin Booker is. So those other three are like, you know what? I'm gonna back this up. Going off the player this year, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown stay. Anthony Edwards get cut.
Yeah, if you're looking at this year, 100%.
Yeah,
That was going to be
my
my cut was going to be Ant-Man specifically for this season.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the body of work from his rookie career or any of that. Just this season, I feel like of those four guys, this year he's the one I could probably live without.
Yeah. Even though Jaylen Brown's been sucking from three.
And I would have told you though, if I looked at this list last year or the year before, Donovan Mitchell would have been the first one off.
Yeah, me too. And plus, Anthony Edwards, for him saying what he said about former basketball players, you really getting axed.
Oh yeah, now you're just grind. Now you have a vendetta. Now it's not even. Now it's not even base basketball merit. It's just like screw you.
Yeah.
Take my basketball, go home. Show you.